the decision making there. It was either the left on left or the right on right. They had the righty ready to go in case, I sent Taylor, who was going to be the guy. But just watching the game and making adjustment, I think Winker's coming off two really good at-bats against a righty, but then watching their lefty, the way Soto's at-bat, Nemo smoke a ball, for me, it was like, okay, the lefties are seeing this guy very well here. So that's why I went the decision there to keep Winker, and I'm glad he came through.
Anthony?
Just following up on Steve's first question about the resiliency, to what extent is that for a team, a learned skill that they can get good at it and stay good at?
Yeah, I think it's trusting each other, believing that you're not out of the game. You're probably a guy or two away from bringing the tying run and getting back in games. That they believe we got a good bullpen too, and we're always close. We're always going to be one swing away. So yeah, they're resilient. They're not gonna give up, and like I said, it's good to see this early in the season.
And just Terrence, obviously he was good to play, but what was he dealing with there?
Yeah, that forearm yesterday, that foul tip that got him. He got him pretty good. He was pretty sore. He was able to finish the game yesterday. Came in today, got treatment, but then as we got closer to game time where he was kind of like ramping up, because everything was indoors today because of the weather, he went in and told the trainers that for him to go out there and maybe come out of the game in the first or second inning, it wasn't right for the team. So I talked to him and was like, I should be available once I get more treatment here and I get going or kind of get loose. And if you need me, I'll be ready to go. And that was the case today. I went in the game probably trying to stay away from him. But, again, the situation of the game, I had a pinch hit there, and then he came in. And I'm glad that, he got that single in the ninth inning.
Down on the left.
Carlos, what goes through your mind when they take Bassett out of the game, given the way, like you said, he was cruising?
Yeah, well, I think he got to almost 90 pitches. You knew, that they were going to be aggressive with their bullpen. They got a good bullpen, and but yeah, the way Bassett threw the baseball today, it was pretty impressive. Kept us off balance, moved the ball in and out. That sinker was playing, whether it's from hipping the lefties, backdoor the righties, and every pitch that he throws pretty much. But, you're looking up and he was through 6 and 70-some pitches, and you're like, all right, he's going to go back out, and which he did. Ended up giving them seven, I think he was. And then, you got to take your chances. I'm glad our bullpen gave us a chance, and we ended up getting the W there.
Peter on the right.
Carlos, what do you think it is that makes Francisco so comfortable and so good in those late game situations?
He's an elite player, and he knows it. The moment is never too big for him. He's got the ability to slow the game down and not trying to do too much, but he's ready, for his pitches, and he got that one right there. Again, just thinking middle of the field, putting the ball in play, and that's what makes him an elite player. And you can make a case for a lot of those guys there in that clubhouse, and that's a good thing to have.
Will on the left.
Hey, Carlos, you mentioned the bullpen a few times already. Just how beneficial has it been to have guys who can go those multiple innings for these comeback wins like Brazoban, Budo?
Yeah, especially this early in the season where starters, you're trying to keep them somewhere around 85, 90, some of them 75, 80. Having guys that can go multiple innings but still being able to come in, throw strikes, keep you in games, getting ground balls, getting swing and misses, whether it's a Budo, whether it's a Kranix, whether it's a Brazoban. Those are the three guys that we're asking multiple innings, and, man, they're being unbelievable. Today, not much out of Canning lengthwise, and getting multiple innings out of Budo, Budo getting out of that jam with the bases loaded there. And then Brazoban, unbelievable. So we want to continue to need those guys, and, they're here for a reason.
Just when you have a player of like Lindor's caliber, and he has one of those sort of statistical anomalies of slow starts, how nice is it to just see him have these types of moments early on?
Yeah, he's. I don't know if it's coincidence but yeah, in the past couple of years, it's been hard for him early on, but he's showing really good signs, going the other way yesterday, going the other way today, getting that last the line drive for the sac fly. That's, when he's going good, he's using the whole field. and we've seen that as the past couple of days. Walking yesterday, I think he got 2 of them. Today against the lefty, he walk when he's getting on base, when he's using the whole field. That's when he's going well.
In the middle.
Carlos, in a night where obviously Lindor get the spotlight, I would like you to talk about the guys who made that scenario possible. Huascar and also Siri with the plate discipline and also kind of disturbing the pitcher in the ninth inning.
Yeah, that was a huge at bat. Tough right on right matchup there for Siri and for him to find a way to get on base, which he did. Gets on base, and he's always a threat. People know that he's always going to try and steal, and wild pitch gets to second base. Torrens obviously putting the ball in play, not an easy read for Siri there. I thought Sarby was a really good hold there, knowing what was coming behind him. And then, but it's always, if Siri gets on with what's behind him, it's going to be tough for all the teams.
And last one in the middle.
Luis Gonzalez, Quisqueya, how are you, Carlos?
Good, how you doing?
What did you like about Channing? He's not overpowering, but he looks very effective.
Yeah, the way he used the slider, the changeup, it was really, really good today. Obviously, they drove his pitch count up with, especially the bottom of the lineup. A couple of 0-2 foul balls, then a couple of walks. But, man, I thought stuff-wise, slider was really, really good, not only to get ahead, to get swing and misses, but, the way he just used it overall. And the fastball was effective. I thought it was really good.
All right. Thank you very much,
Yeah,
Carlos.
last one, I got to give the shout out to the fans. Man, I think it was like 30,000 people there. And on a game where the conditions are tough, nice going.
Thanks, Carlos. Clubhouse is now open.